First of all, the winner of South Carolina has gone on to win the presidency since the year 1980. Is that in the back of your mind as you campaign the Palmetto State?
Well, I'd love to have a win in South Carolina, and the state has a great history of picking people who go on to become our nominee and hopefully our president. So I'm very hopeful that I'll get good support from the people here in the Palmetto State.
Right, and in your speech you were going after President Obama a bit. Do you have what it takes, Governor Mitt Romney, to face President Obama in November?
I look forward to facing President Obama, in part because my background is very different than his. He spent his life as a community organizer and then as a politician. I spent my career in the private sector. I've been in business, small business, bigger business. I understand how jobs come and go. When we're talking about the economy and about jobs and rising incomes, I know what I'm talking about. I have experience. He doesn't. And that distinction, I think, gives me a very strong position to go up against President Obama and to convince folks that I know how to get America working again.
And you spoke a little bit about it in your speech, but kind of highlight your energy plan.
Well, I believe that it makes no sense for us to send hundreds of billions of dollars a year outside our economy to go buy oil from other people when we have gas and oil and coal, nuclear, and renewables right here. We ought to become energy secure in America, and I will, on day one, open up a whole host of new lands, provide licenses to those that are ready to move to start getting our natural gas and our oil out of the ground.
Right across the Savannah River, not too far from here, we have a new construction project. They're building 2 new reactors, Plant Vogtle. How big of a role would nuclear energy play in your energy plan?
Well, we ought to encourage nuclear energy. It's an abundant source, obviously. One of the keys that South Carolina is concerned about is what's going to happen with the spent fuel. And over the years, South Carolina has paid in for this fuel to go to Yucca Mountain. It either ought to go there or somewhere else, or South Carolina ought to get a refund. But I do believe that we have to develop these new sources of energy and recognize we're all excited about electric cars. Guess what? Electric cars require electricity, right, and electricity has to come from somewhere, and nuclear is as good a source as I think we found.
Now, in a debate in Nevada, you were against Yucca Mountain. You agreed with Congressman Ron Paul. You said that should not be crammed down the throats of the people in Nevada. Are you willing to kind of tell people here in South Carolina that you are, as tons and tons piles up there at Savannah Riverside here?
No, I don't think you should force a particular state to take nuclear waste. I think you have to let the market do its work and make an offer to the people of Nevada. If they reject it, then I think other states will come forward and make offers to them. Those that want to take the spent fuel will be able to do so. And if no one wants to take it, why then South Carolina is owed a refund, having paid in over the years to have that waste taken.
Right, but would you agree that it's kind of all about cutting through regulations to allow for more projects like what is going on in Georgia right now?
Well, what's happening in the energy sector generally is that the Obama administration is making it harder and harder for us to develop our own sources of energy, whether it's nuclear, deep water oil drilling, or the access to the gas of the Marcellus Shale, or in North Dakota. We have abundant energy in this country, and I think the Obama administration would like us to use solar and wind. I like those too, but they're not going to power America. And in order for us to have competitively priced energy and be secure from the oil cartels, we've got to develop our own energy sources.
Of course, we're here on a college campus. We have people graduating each semester, not too sure if they're going to have a job. What's the Romney plan for job creation?
Yeah, I hope people understand that the way jobs are created is not by having the government hand out jobs. The jobs are created by businesses, small and large, by innovators. And over the last several years, businesses have felt like they're under attack by the government, by the Obama administration. I'll change that. I want business to feel welcome in America and in South Carolina. I want to make this the most attractive place in the world for job creators, for innovators. And to do that, we have to have competitive tax rates. Regulators have to see their job as encouraging industry, not just depressing it. We have to take advantage of our energy resources, have to open up new markets for American goods, got to crack down on cheaters like China when they steal jobs from America. These are some of the things I do to get America working again.
Of course, a few counties over, we have Allendale and Barnwell County. During the height of the recession, 20% unemployment in both of those, a lot of poverty right now. What is your message for poor people in this country right now?
I want to help the American people who are out of work, the people who see very little hope. They were promised hope and change. they saw some changes that didn't work out, and there's not a lot of hope in some of those hearts. I want to see jobs come back to this country. I want to see rising incomes again. My campaign is about helping people who believe in America, believe in freedom and opportunity, but haven't seen the American dream in their own lives. And I want to encourage that by, again, making this the place people want to come with new ideas, with new investments. I'm happy to see in South Carolina some of the tire companies, global tire companies coming to South Carolina, Boeing coming here, obviously in the past, BMW and others. This is a place where people know how to work, are willing to work hard, and I think over time you're going to find states like South Carolina outperforming the national average because of the very friendly business environment. It's a I was going to say right-to-work state. Those features make a big difference.
And finally, just why do you love this country ultimately?
Well, I love freedom. I love the American people's passion for our nation. I love the fact that this is an opportunity nation, where people have come here for hundreds of years seeking to fulfill their dreams. I love the fact that in America, the circumstance of your birth doesn't limit what you can accomplish. This is a unique nation, an exceptional nation, and those that want to turn us into something more like Europe, and I think that's what the President's doing, I think are very misguided. We need to be more like America, with entrepreneurs and innovators and pioneers starting new businesses and employing the American people.
All right. Thank you, Governor.
Great. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you.
Good to be with you.